This is Daryl
And Erin
on Travel with D&E. Erin and I absolutely love to go and check out festivals, listen to the live music, and get immersed into the people, history, and the vibe of the town. So on the third weekend of March every year, Amite, Louisiana puts on their annual Amite Oyster Festival. We went and spent the weekend in Amite and surrounding areas making memories.
The festival takes place in the historic district of Amite, Louisiana, and has a parade, live music on 2 stages, carnival rides, carnival games, and plenty of food. There was even a chili cook-off on Friday afternoon, but we were not able to attend. This is a family-friendly festival that you ought to consider attending and making memories yourself.
The oyster industry came into existence in Amite in 1949 when Carlo Venturella and Tony Reeland began operation of Carlo's Oyster House with a capital investment of $600. Over the years, Amite became a distribution point for oysters to other areas of the state and country.
The first Amite Oyster Day was held on March 20th, 1976, at the Tangipahoa Parish Fairgrounds. From that first Amite Oyster Day forward, the festival had been planned and organized by the local Amite civic clubs. The festival itself is made up of 3 days of fun events with live entertainment, carnival rides, and oysters of all varieties. There are weekend events leading up to the festival, such as a scavenger hunt, formal gala, parade, chili cook-off, and a much-loved oyster eating contest during the festival.
The live music started out Friday night with Trey playing by himself, really sounded good. The Parish County line opened up with the main stage on Friday night. They're a cover band based out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, with all 4 band members being from small towns of Louisiana and Mississippi. They played some great country music. They really know how to get the crowd fired. And this is the GeauxPhonics era group out of Baton Rouge, cover band, playing oldies and goodies. They were good. Saturday night's main attraction was Chee Weez. So Chee Weez is a 5-piece tribute show band that specializes in making sure you have a great time and leave with a smile, with an ever-expanding stage show that has like video walls, lights, lasers, pyro, and then off-the-cuff antics. So they were dressed in St. Patrick's Day leprechauns, I guess. They both were excellent, and outside of being cold, it was a ton of fun. Chee Weez is definitely worth going and seeing them if you like good old 80s music. And needless to say, they were awesome. Well worth seeing and listening to.
A parade was held going straight through town. This was like any small town parade with the Amite Oyster Festival royalty present. Our oyster royalty represents Amite Oyster Festival throughout Tangipahoa Parish and the state. The 2 high schools in town were well represented by their bands and/or cheerleaders and dance teams. There were fire trucks, police motorcycles, and even some horses. There were quite a few floats for elected officials and those running in the next elections. It was similar to what a small town Mardi Gras parade would be, as people were on floats. They were throwing beads, plastic cups, and candy. It was a lot of fun.
train doesn't stop for a parade. Crazy.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Good throw. Pretty horse. Hey, how you doing? Pretty horse.
Crescent City Amusements provide the carnival rides and the games. You know, it's always interesting, people watching the carnival workers and how they're trying to entice people, especially boyfriends, into shooting the basketball into a small rim or tossing a ring into a plastic goose to win a live rabbit. And if you're coming looking for rides, there's rides of all variety for adults, young adults, teenagers, and even little kids. So really a lot of good rides. Families and kids were having a lot of fun in the carnival ride and games area. Again, very family-friendly atmosphere at the Amite Oyster Festival.
As soon as you hear the bell, water in the middle. Oh, here they come. Number 9 is your leader. 9 by a 7. 9.
The original settlement of Amite was born on the banks of the Depeaux River adjacent to a Choctaw Indian village. In French, Amite means friendship. The town of Amite City is located at the heart of Depeaux Parish, with the tranquil Depeaux River running north to south, parallel to I-55 and Highway 51. Portions of present-day Amite were occupied as early as 1813, with the city being incorporated in 1861. As of 2020, there were 4,006 living in the city limits.
There are a number of noteworthy buildings or monuments. So this is the September 11th Memorial that is right there in the middle of downtown. And in 1947, the Ponder Hotel was established across from the railroad and became a major hotspot for residents. There are some pretty cool murals on a few of the built downtown buildings. Amite is also home to the Amite High School and Oak Academy High Schools. Train track splits the town and even the festival site. It's a sight to see when a train comes over.
We decided to make the short drive to Independence, Louisiana to check out the small town and eat a bite at the Depeaux. This was a nice location and friendly staff and good food. It sits very close to a train tracks that splits the town. While we were inside eating, we were lucky enough that a train came through. It makes you realize just how close to the train you are. Independence has a deep history of Sicilian heritage and puts on a Sicilian Heritage Festival in early March each year.
If you're staying in Amite or surrounding areas, it's really worth a quick drive north just over the Mississippi state line to Magnolia, Mississippi, to the Lynyrd Skynyrd Monument. They had a huge influence on me and my generation growing up. Their plane ran out of fuel and crashed nearby as they were on the way to play a concert in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 6 members of the band were killed in the crash, including their founder, Ronnie Van Zant. Again, Lynyrd Skynyrd had an influence, especially in the South. Good old Southern rock had a real influence on me and growing up, as well as a lot of people. So if you do get the opportunity, go make that quick trip over to Magnolia, Mississippi, and check out the Lynyrd Skynyrd Monument.
Like many small towns, lodging is limited here in Amite. We stayed at a Holiday Inn Express on the west side of town. The hotel was nice and kept in great shape. We enjoyed the staff and complimentary breakfast each morning as well. There's a bed and breakfast in Amite, but there were no rooms available. Thankfully, there are many other options for lodging in nearby Hammond, Louisiana, which is 20 miles south of Amite via I-55.
Now, as far as food goes in Amite, there were a couple of good places. You know, we went to the Boston restaurant, which is kind of down in the historic district. That was Friday night when we were at the festival. They're an Asian fusion casual dining place. Erin had steaks. I had some charbroiled oysters and the Boston wok dish. Of course, we did also eat at the Depeaux in Independence. Mike's Catfish Shack is supposed to be a really good place. We just didn't get a chance to eat there. Of course, we ate breakfast at the Holiday Inn, and then we ate some snacks all throughout the days at the festival. Good food. Louisiana small town festivals are always a lot of fun. You get the opportunity to learn more about the town, the people, the culture, and their overall sense of being. We attended the Amite Oyster Festival, and so glad that we did. Look, check out the video down below. I'll put in the description that covers the Utis Cajun Mardi Gras Festival. That was a fun one. Also, take a look at the video covering the Lynyrd Skynyrd Monument, which I'll put down here in another week or so. Figure out your next opportunity to travel and make memories with your family and friends. We will see you on the next video.